was a entity was laying right here on the ground. And then back where you are, there was another one like hunkered down like this, like he was working on the one laying on the ground.
Oh, wow.
And the guy let me do a tour, and I was in that front room, and I heard above me. And I was like, did you hear that? Yeah. Is there anybody else here? No. If somebody is sensitive, we've had people who will sit in this chair, and they'll have some kind of weird things will happen. Very careful about you touching that doll. This part up here, this would have been built in about the 18th. I've had my REM pod setting up here, and I will literally be outside bringing my gear in by myself, and it'll be going off. So there's...
That was you, right?
No.
Was you?
Girl, there was a cholera epidemic here. It was so bad that it wiped the entire town out there, that the spirits told her to paint it black. So you have the Civil War Hospital here, the Confederate Civil War Hospital here, and Underground Railroad right there.
I won't sit here.
What the fuck was that?
What do you mean?
Was that what you heard earlier?
It sounded just like you were. There's something in here, y'all.
Are you in this room?
We'll actually start back here at this back room. Back this way. So this room here was the one that was built first. Now I'll tell you, the history that we get is all the records were burned because we had a fire on the square twice, so records got burned. So a lot of it's hand-me-down kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
So sometimes we get more information than we do, we get information that changes, I should say. But the gist of it kind of stays the same. We think this part of the building is the oldest. We think it was built in like the 1820s. And it was like a Sears Roebuck kind of house that they ordered. And this would be this fireplace here. If you can see, it's got that metal right there.
Yeah.
So they think that makes it like a cooking fireplace.
Gotcha.
So back in the day, what they would do is, of course, I guess at one time this would be one room, right? Everybody's staying here, but as they built on, they would put their living quarters as far away from the fireplace as they could, so there wouldn't be a fire. And originally, this out here, like where the bathroom is, this was part of the front porch all the way across there. This road that y'all came in on used to be the main road, and it dead ends at the river, at the Cumberland River. And what happened is, it was the Battle of Floating Mill, and they would put them on boats and bring them down the river. And then what they would do back in the day is anytime they needed to operate or have some kind of surgery on the like the soldiers or whoever, the wounded, they would commandeer any house and turn it into a field hospital. Well, this is the only one still standing that they did that with, so that's why it's got its name. Some of the interesting findings, there was a group recently that found, we think probably some kind of bone right there.
Oh.
They found it under here.
Oh.
Wow.
So, I mean, all this stuff is original, like the floor and the walls and that kind of stuff is original. Of course, the chair here is not, these chairs are not original chairs.
Right.
The doors would be, there's a door behind that piece of plywood right there. So I'm assuming there would be like a well or something right out back. I don't know for sure. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but on the other side of this wall, there's a part that's been tore down. That was not part of the original structure. So that's why it's being tore off. But when they there was a wooden mantle here. And when they took it off, they found a letter that was partially burned. And it's one of those letters that the soldiers would write to their parents, like the death letter. So that was kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah.
I told them to make a copy of it so we can bring it down here and hang it
Oh,
up. Because I think
yeah.
it'd be cool for everybody to see. It talks about I love you, Mom, and
Aw.
I miss you, that kind of stuff or something.
That's awesome.
So, like I said, this is the oldest part. Do you want to know activity or no? Do you want to wait? It's up to you guys. First time we came here to investigate, we came in through there, I had the SLS, and there was a entity was laying right here on the ground. And then back where you are, there was another one like hunkered down like this, like he was working on the one laying on the ground.
Oh, wow.
So that was kind of our first introduction to the Gaines house. Even before that, when I met with the association, the guy let me do a tour, and I was in that front room and I heard above me. And I was like, did you hear that? Yeah. Is there anybody else here? No.
Oh, wow.
So that's my introduction to this place. If somebody is sensitive, we've had people who will sit in this chair and they'll have some kind of weird things will happen. Like they'll feel heavy, feel like they can't move their legs, that kind of thing. We don't know if it's the chair specifically or if it's just that corner, because the chair used to be over here and they didn't have as much stuff. So, but like I said, this is the oldest part. We'll kind of move into this middle part really quick. But if you guys will see, there's some of the old style wallpaper up there still.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that neat? And it's texturized, like you can feel it and stuff.
That is so cool.
And it looks like this was a door right here too that they've been closed. So my guess is this was an outside door, and when they added this on, it was like an outside door. The spinning wheel that's behind you is period. It's not original to this house, but it is from the time period. This cradle is also from the time period. The baby doll is here from another location.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if it's from the time period or not. I would be very careful about you touching that doll. It's faceless because we think it's like an Amish doll.
That's what I was fixing to say. Don't the Amish?
They do not put faces on them. Right, because they think it makes them possessed. Now, we've had a couple, there was a kid that touched this, and we were doing the Estes later on, and a massive shadow figure like rushed him. And then I accidentally touched it one time, and one rushed up behind me. And then one person thought they would be smart. I know. Watching magazines.
I need some attention too.
There was one guy thought he would be smart, and he was like French kissing the baby doll.
Oh.
Yeah. The very next day, he cut his thumb open and had to have stitches. So respect the doll. Don't know why that happened, but it did. Is it paranormal? I don't know. I just know that's what's happened. But it came here from another haunted location. We have had people who will hold it and do the Estes, and they'll get more responses too. So it's like if you're respectful to it, I think you're okay.
Right.
This part up here, this would have been built in about the 1840s. The floor had to be redone, so that's not original because I guess it was weak, but everything else is. It's got like the old fireplace is here. I did get like a moonshine jug. This is an ink bottle here. Let's see, this is a perfume bottle, and this is a medicine bottle. So if you guys want to use that for trigger
Is that
objects,
Major Gaines in the picture?
probably. Let's see. Yeah, Mill Springs Battle, but that's where it talks about it. It says, no, it's somebody Beauregard, General Beauregard.
Okay.
Yeah. There is a story right here. He was the first owner, was William Putty. And what happened is he was a preacher, and his wife was fixing breakfast, and he went out to take care of the livestock. He didn't.
Oh.
He didn't come back. He didn't come back. So she got to wondering what happened to him. So she went to look for him and found him hanging from the barn rafters. He had hung himself, and she was pregnant with his first child. So there was some allegations that he was involved with money laundering. So that could be why. Our investigation, we have had some interaction with Mr. Putty.
Okay.
I don't think he was hung, because I said, were you hung? And I was using the dowsing rods, and they went to no. The portal also said no, and the table got shoved at me. So it's like, I'm taking that as a no. So that night the table moved 4 times. I did catch all of them on camera. One other group has caught it, but I don't think anybody else has.
I hope
So
we
you
do.
may or may not catch that.
I said I hope we do.
Yeah. And let's see. So yeah, this part here was built in like I said, was built in the 1840s. So this would be, I guess, the main area where everybody would hang out and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they have the fireplace here. And you can tell because the bricks, when you look at the bricks here and the ones back there, they're different.
Right.
So these are newer looking bricks. So that's kind of why they think that. We've had, activity. Recently, people have been having quite a bit back there in that old part. They'll put people back there doing the Estes, and they'll be up here asking questions, and so we'll have interactions that way. But I've caught all kinds of stuff in this room too.
Yeah.
Like these flags, if you have an SLS, or here's another spinning wheel, there'll be something over here on this. Around that flag, there'll be stuff. We actually caught, I was like where he was, we were here with an amateur group one time, and my co-investigator was standing over there, and I had my SLS, and I said, there's somebody standing beside you. And I told everybody, I said, start taking pictures. So he puts his hand out to see if he could notice a temperature change.
Right.
And they started catching pictures, and let me show you what they caught. So this is my co-investigator, right? And I had just told him, I said, there's something standing beside you.
Right.
I told everybody to start taking pictures.
Oh, that's crazy.
And if you notice, see the table, the chairs,
Yeah.
the window, the lamp.
That's insane.
Where did it go?
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
And the way it's even built is kind of weird.
It's just like standing there with his hands in his pocket.
Yeah.
People see that differently. Some people think it's a mammy, like an old.
That's what I kind of see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or it could be a man. I don't know. People lived in this house until the 1960s, somewhere in there. So you'll see there are some light switches and stuff, but none of it works.
Right.
If you guys want to go upstairs for a second, I can show you up there. Now, this was probably maybe a sitting room or something up here. My guess is this area in here was a bedroom. It could have been everybody's sex stayed in here. I don't know. Stayed in here. I don't know. This is a newer kind of now. There's some broken glasses underneath that
Okay.
over there, so be careful.
Okay.
Yeah, here it talks about some of the trails and stuff like that. Some of the Civil War stuff there. You'll catch footsteps up here. You'll also catch them back that way, even though you can't get back that way.
Right.
So now, this panel right here hides a crawl space, right? But we came in one day and this was off, like this way. No explanation how it come loose. Because it was nailed in really hard. It's loose now, I just noticed. So, now it's a little bit wider here, there's a little bit of space right here.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 foot wide. And then you have to literally crawl. It's really low. So, we have a theory about what this is. I can tell you our theory, or you guys can wait and see what you find out.
Okay.
You guys tell me what you want to know.
Or you want to know?
You want to know or you want to try to figure it out?
I'm gonna try to figure it out.
We'll figure it
That
out.
works. I can tell you that there is, people get a lot of creepy feelings up here. We had one lady that got kind of taken over, possessed in that corner over there. I've had my REM pod setting up here, and I will literally be outside bringing my gear in by myself, and it'll be going off. So there's.
That was you, right?
No.
Was you not moving?
Well, I was moving.
Okay, that was you.
Okay, but
I don't think it's.
it didn't sound that way.
I
It
don't
sounded
know.
like-
Sounded different.
It did sound different,
We can put them.
like somebody shut the door. He went over to see what it is.
That was a different sound than what.
Yeah, he's checking out something, didn't he?
No, it was.
No,
the door-
it sounded way different than
It sounded
that.
like the door slammed is what it sounded like. So there's,
That was you, right?
people can sit up here. When people are downstairs walking, you will feel this vibrate a little bit. So to kind of keep that in the back of your
Okay.
mind. But if everybody's really still and you feel it, it's probably a good chance somebody's walking around you. A lot of times what will happen is we'll have all kinds of activity going on downstairs. And then all at once it's like something will go up the stairs with our equipment and you'll hear the thing go off in here and nothing else. Like they've gone to bed. Out Gainesboro, there was a cholera epidemic here. It was so bad that it wiped the entire town out. They had one family, when it got down to just a few, they sent them away and they left one family here to run it. And they actually, of course, ended up dying. And their headstones is up on the square. So there's a lot of deaths related to that. There's been some murders and things just kind of down the road here, more recent times. What else is there? There was Native American, of course, there was Fort Blunt was here. And they would come from North Carolina and come across Gainesboro, go through Fort Blunt to stop on their way to Fort Nashboro. So it's probably maybe 15 miles from here. So, it's all spread out. You got your Native American stuff, you got your Civil War stuff going on, you got the cholera epidemic. Back in those days, the white men would, of course, took everything away from the Indians. So there's some of that kind of stuff. There's a house, it's just on the other side of this one here. I don't know if you can see the top of it, it's painted solid black.
Yeah, we done went and looked at it.
Yeah, the lady that lives there, we got to investigate there. But she said that the spirits told her to paint it black. It's
Really?
decorated all goth inside. And then I've heard she won't let anybody come back that has equipment.
Really?
Because
Oh,
I wanted
man.
to go back.
I
and
love that
talk to her,
house.
But what happened is there's a bell tower in it. And people will see a woman standing up there and they'll hear a bell ringing. And she said she's from Florida and she let people stay there, like college kids. And she heard, and they started breaking in through the sheetrock. And there was all these letters hidden in there from slaves.
Really?
Yeah, so we think it was part of the Underground Railroad.
Oh.
So you have the Civil War Hospital here, the Confederate
Yeah.
Civil War Hospital here, and Underground Railroad right there.
Oh, man.
I mean, think about that.
Yeah.
If they know about each other, I don't know, but that's
Right.
an interesting kind of thing to think about.
Who went away?
Did it spot? I am here by the phone with the phone, so let me get away from there.
Well, they didn't give up the.
I won't sit here. I won't sit here.
lost.
Nay,
Ooh, it's bright.
touch her.
No, I'm good.
You sound good.
I'm just straight having a conversation with somebody up there.
I know.
Well, I think this one's more better.
I'm just kind of doing a walkthrough right now, and then we'll get started. Whatever. I'm gonna go put this upstairs.
Our legs are gonna be sore if we go with these up and down these things so many times. What's happening?
No, they're probably like, there's spider where.
I'm gonna put this up here and see if it goes off any. If it does, it'll be the first time ever. Go off, please.
You got any cat balls?
Nope. No cat balls. I do have a ball though. We can put on the floor. What'd you do?
Put that chair down there.
Oh, you're leaving wounded.
Don't y'all be thinking that in spirit you can't enter on. She didn't believe. It said teenager, and I said no, I'm 35. And then it just said answer, and then it said where are we here. Is that what you're trying to say? What's this?
Where's the voice recorder?
Oh no, don't tell me we forgot it.
No, it should be in here. I just don't know where. There it is.
Anybody in here?
If you're in here, can you tell us your name? Can you tell us what that crawl space was used for? Did you live here?
Are you the one that built the house? Who picked the fireplace panels?
Did you fight in the war?
Go over there, you see that green light over there on the fire, man, we'll go touch it. We still have not yet had that go off. Go off, my wife will be happy.
Is there anybody in here with us? If you're in here, can you tell us your name? Can you tell us what that crawl space was used for? Did you live here?
You the one that built the house? Who picked the fireplace panels?
Did you fight in the war?
Did you hear that?
I heard that one over here.
There's something on there.
Yeah.
Fight in the war?
That was right before that. There's
Did you
something
fight
on
in the
there.
war?
Go over there, you see that green light over there on the fire, man, we'll go touch it. We still have not yet had that go off. Go off, my wife will be happy.
And then the phone.
And then the phone.
What was the question you asked before?
If it was a civil, or did they fight in the Civil War?
Yeah.
But it almost sounds to me like a little girl, though.
I can't really, I can hear
Do you want to
something
hear it from over here? But it's,
I can't
I don't know.
make it out.
I'll have to skip that. Should be coming up soon.
Did you fight in the war?
Was you part of the Van Hooser family? Do you like when people come here to visit you?
Can you bang on something? Make that noise again?
We have a ball in here. If you want to push it to let us know you're here, that would be awesome. You can use my energy to push it. What's the story with the crawl space over here?
That was me. My legs. I'll just keep from running it too long.
I know, I'm watching. Can you go to that fireplace and touch that green light? We've never seen it go off. You would be the first one to make it go off. We'll listen back again.
We heard you talking in here. We would love to know who's in here with us.
Let's do this together. The hell was that? What the fuck was that?
What do you mean?
Was that what you heard earlier? It sounded like
It sounded just like, well, to me it sounded just like that.
But was it, could it have been where Michael walked over this way? I don't know, Richie, you come back this way and let's see if that,
Because it might have been the floors.
that was loud.
Well, I heard it when I was standing over there, but it sounded like it was.
Okay, so maybe,
Well,
I don't think I was moving that time though.
no, nobody was moving after I stopped. Was when y'all heard it.
You go back there and then walk back over here and see if,
I mean, it
like,
is.
recreate. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Before, just to be like,
And then I walked over.
But to me, that sounded like the same sound when I was standing over there by Richie.
let's play that back and see if we can hear it on here.
Richie, you little
Big, keep making noises. I guess I hit the button right after it.
I don't know, Richie, you come back this way and let's see if that, because it might have been the floors. That's loud.
Well, I heard it when I was standing up there, but it sounded like it's.
Okay, so maybe.
Well, I don't know if it's been out. No, it's when after I stopped when y'all heard it.
You go back there and walk back over there and see. Like recreate.
No, it's when after I stopped when y'all heard it.
You go back there and walk back over there and see.
I heard something, guys. Y'all didn't hear that?
I wasn't paying attention.
It sounded like they said,
I stopped when y'all heard it.
You go back there and walk back over there and see.
hang on,
Like recreate.
so it's one more time.
No, it's when after I stopped when y'all heard it.
You go back there and walk back over there and see.
Did you hear it?
Like recreate.
Oh, about 40. Well,
Okay,
that's
so
too
maybe.
far.
Well, I don't know if it's been out. No, it's when after I stopped when y'all heard it.
You go back there and walk back over there and see.
I heard it.
Hear it? That's crazy.
I heard it.
There's
He moved.
something in here, y'all.
I know, yeah.
I wonder if they're out there in that room.
Let me
Okay,
see.
you're over there in that room.
Let me
Okay,
see.
you're over there
Let's see that.
closer to that. Because Michael said he thought he heard something over there. And the hall was close over there.
Are you in this room? Are you in this room?
I thought I heard something, but it wasn't it.
It sounds like a little girl to me. I can't really make out like male, female. There's something saying girl, little girl. I don't know.
Thing popped up.
Do what? Do what?
We heard you talking in here. We would love to know who's in here with us. Are you a little girl? Can you tell us your name? Why are you here?